before doing this is for stage 2. So before we start stage 2, we gotta remove 2 pieces, which consist of this big piece, which has about 6 or 8 screws, and your license plate, which you have about 3 screws over here. So first you gotta remove the plug that is here. Gotta just disconnect it, and with the torque screw you remove the 3 bolts that are right here underneath. Now that we remove the license plate, we gotta remove this piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. Now that you remove all the bolts for the second piece, so just to take it off, now you see it's kind of like hanging around in there, and this is a bit harder to remove. So what you're gonna do, take like a screwdriver or something, just go like pry it a little bit, and it comes out very easily and it falls off. So now you see this piece we're not gonna use again, but we will use those clips. So you gotta take those clips from the original, and we're gonna use these to remove the lights. Now we're gonna be removing the lights. You're gonna use like a ratchet, number 10 millimeters on the ratchet. You gotta remove those screws. There's one over here and one right over here. So to get to it, you need an extension kinda. So I'm gonna remove the first one. From the light, as so, and then the second. There are 2 more bolts to remove the light. One on the bottom over here, which I already started, and another one which is right here. To unplug your light, you gotta squeeze right here and just pull it out. I'm going to take the black piece, which is on the left side. You're gonna see here there's 2 parts that are here that are kind of like slotted ovally. It's to position your light correctly, because there's no light on the Slingshot that positions the same way. So we're going to place it, as you can see right here, on the top, okay, as so, and this is the position that it's going to stay, like that, okay. You're going to take 2 of your original screws that you removed before, and you're gonna screw them into those U-pins. When you tighten those screws, the original screws to the light, please tighten it by hand, so you know exactly the force that you are using for the light. So try not to do it with a drill, do it by hand. Take your time to do it correctly. One side is done. Before installing this piece that you see right here, you have a wire that is right here on the top. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna pry it and you're gonna remove it from its place, as so, okay. And now that I removed it, you are able to place this piece. The clip for the light, it has to go on top, but first, before doing so, you will use the 2 clips that you see right here. The 2 clips, these, plus 2 screws that you see right here. Remember to place the U-clips right, so the screw is that the nipple goes on the top. So you're going to place both of them as so, and take the light, the extension, place it onto the top, align it correctly, take the screws, the 2 screws, align them. And see that it is aligned correctly. Place everything on its spot. It is aligned correctly. And here we go. Don't tighten it all the way. Just as you go, just finger tight. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now that you put that piece, the black piece right here, and you see that it aligns, the holes aligns and everything, it's still, you see it's a bit loose over here, but don't tighten it, just to make sure that you're aligned with everything. So once you do that, this piece right here is a bit longer sometimes, or what, you can shave it a little bit with the Dremel or whatever. I just shaved it a little bit. It looks ugly now, but I shaved it a bit just to make sure that it aligns, because some slingshots have this piece right here, have a tongue like so. The older model does not have that, but the newer models do. So this little piece right here bothers the tongue that we did over here, so it doesn't make it very straight. So you can shave it with a little Dremel. So now once you do that, you see the screw that is here, there's a screw coming out. You just put the screw into that hole. So align that in, place it as so, put it on top, and see that it aligns. Make sure that it aligns correctly, and you can see on both sides that it aligns between the two lines of the camera, like as so. So you know it aligns correctly. So now you remove it, as so, and you remove this piece. You remove the piece after aligning everything. You're gonna take your red piece. In this case, it's orange, and from the screws that we gave you, you have one big washer and one nut. This is the washer and the nut that's gonna go right into this screw, aligned with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and install it and put it straight, and to make sure that they align correctly, the two lines in center. Once you put the screw that is right here underneath, you can see this screw. Don't tighten it all the way, just pry it just a little bit. So you see I just put it just a little bit here, and try to see that it's aligned over here straight. Don't worry about it, it's gonna dance a little bit, but it's fine. And before you're gonna do the holes that are here, you have 1, 2, 3 screws right here. So those are the screws you're going to drill. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Now that we aligned everything and we placed everything correctly, you can see we didn't screw the screw completely. We aligned everything correctly, and we did the first hole. So you're gonna take the screw with the washer that is right here. Right here, it is one screw, one washer, one nut, and you will place it. Just do one hole at a time. As you can see, we did one hole at a time, one here, and we're going to continue doing so for the other 5. There are 6 holes, so we do one at a time. Every time we do one, we'll align each hole before putting it on. So now we're gonna put everything very tight, screw it in position where it's supposed to be, placed, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do all the holes, and we'll align everything correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Just on a little note, there's no side to the way you're gonna put the screw or the washer, so or the nut. It could be either side. If you see that it doesn't fit on the height or something, that doesn't matter, you can put it either side. Like you see over here, I put it from the back. That means I push the screw from one side and put the nut on this side. There's no side, so you just find the right way to do it. It's all up to you, so there's no direction to the nut or the bolt. Now that we placed the screws, you can see right here, we put them, most of them, those we did it the tightest. So this aligns all the rear extension. Right here we hand tighten it on this one, and the last one, as you can see over here, we actually, the hole is here, but we were not afraid to make another hole. It doesn't matter, because some of the body on a slingshot is different. I don't know why it's like that, but some slingshot comes out differently than others. So this one was aligned with our slingshot. This is a special edition orange that we're doing right now, and somehow the hole does not align the same as the red. So don't be afraid to make another hole, like as you can see right here. So now once we did all that, we're going to remove everything completely. As you see right here, we will remove that piece, and we're going to start installing the black piece of the lights, and they will align, everything will align correctly. As you can see, everything is flush, everything is straight, everything comes with the line. And you will have a crack over here. Don't worry about that. This is for the air to come in, or if it rains, or if there's something else, don't worry about that. This is what we're going to you're gonna have a little crack here, so don't worry about that. That's maybe not even 1/4 of an inch. All right, so we're gonna go ahead.